A warm afternoon to everyone present here. Our respected judges, my fellow participants, and everyone who are gathered here. So today, I am here to speak about something that affects millions of girls and women around the world. Not just as a numbers or headlines, but as a lived realities. A pain that is often ignored, silenced, or hidden. So when a girl is raped, mostly the first question is not who did this to her, but the first question is what was she waiting? Why was she outside and what will people say? And in this moment, focus quietly shifts from the crime to the girl. And even worse, girls are not always taught to speak up, but they are taught to stay silent, to adjust, to compromise, even when their hearts are screaming to be heard. So let me share you one incident, not because it's rare, but because it represents what so many girls go through. So a friend of mine came to me one evening, and after a long silence, she told me, "Aarohi, something happened to me." And I asked, "What?" And she replied that a man in her neighborhood had been following her for several days, making unwanted comments. That girl was terrified, but not only just because of him, but because of what would happen if she spoke up for herself. She gathered the courage and went to her family, but instead, that girl was told to think about her father's prestige. She was told to answer all those questions that society was going to ask her. And the same night, she called me and said, "I survived what happened to me, but I don't know how to survive my own family asking me to forget about it." And that hit me so bad, and that is when I realized that the hardest part is not surviving the crime, but it is surviving the silence. She came from a well-educated, quite respected, well-renowned family, and still they could not understand her pain. So how can families from remote villages with a limited amount of education and resources can understand their daughter's pain? In Nepal, over 83% of sexual violence cases are committed by someone that the victim knows. And 64% of them are children. And globally, more than 370 million girls are sexually assaulted or raped before adulthood. And behind every number, there is a voice.